two teams, right? Just feels like practice, I think.
Now
100 Thieves on defense, C9 on attack. Definitely means way more for 100 Thieves than C9 this one. That's probably a good thing for C9.
Yeah, Oxy go in, but everybody's with them this time. They set up now, focusing on 100 Thieves on that retake, setting up mostly to pile in through screens. They're already receiving a bit of aggression here as C9 hasn't heard anything, so they want to push forward, and Oxy chooses correctly behind door number 1. Uh-oh,
the great molly.
He gets barbecued by Asuna as they start to trade, and that's their plan.
Still have Omen Flash.
One by one, they make their way back into the site. More from elbow to
dude, normally Asuna jumps that. What happened here?
But that's going to be Cloud9 coming up with 2 big kills. Timotino slide for the answer, but he fakes it just for the quick move.
Oh, mate, it was here so fast. No, they ended up 2v4ing them at the end here, Timotino.
It would have started off so well here for Cloud9, but unfortunately, it's going to be another pistol round lost here for the Cloud9 team, putting them now at 4 in 21 pistol rounds. They haven't had the hottest of pistols going to the stage. But it almost looked like it was working out. They had a great buddy system going back and forth. The crossfires were perfect. But you're starting to see
4 out of 21
when they're running out of bullets right at this fight. Thanks to Timotino sliding in for the kill. You see how the comms are a little bit late. Fireballs are so focused on still looking on the top of heaven, and they weren't there to trade towards the end. Nice pistol converted back here from the retake from 100 Thieves. And it's going to look dangerous. Remember, they started off on a pistol round 12-0. Against Crew.
That's their pistol win rate.
13-0 overall, and you don't want to see this team
4 out of 21
here on the defensive side.
And C9 slow the pace down, but they avoid that crucial prowler here, and the rotation starts to happen. So this could benefit them to hit the soft site over towards A as we get Fireball right back with the team. It looks like that might be the active.
Oh, eco, nothing wild.
400 Thieves should be around. Should be easily cleaned up here on their side. I mean, let's see the contact.
So interesting how teams these days now just, they're just like, sure, man, let's just leave A open.
Don't decide to go ramp. Yeah, Timotino safely plays to heaven with the squad. And both teams very team-oriented.
Timotino beats them to spawn, by the way. He beats them to spawn, hand delivers them a judge. They didn't pick it up, though.
And Cloud9 is a bit
absolutely centered as soon as he showed up towards heaven there.
Start to come back in with a little bit of cover
Flash hit everyone.
Asuna on live. This
Omen Flash into Teva.
That's disgusting from Bang.
And they had a molly. They had double molly, so they couldn't move.
From the flash to the C's was beautiful from both Bang and Vora. But now I want to focus here on the importance, maybe the win cons for both of these teams. 100 Thieves on the defensive side, because they're playing this double duelist, they are fairly proactive around that map.
So good detail,
I think it bolds well into the comp of what C9 brings into
I'm seeing some good stuff with the Phoenix molly on this retake at the moment.
You can find some very early information. I think the name of the game for C9 is to find that information early and to react on it and be proactive with the information that you get. So staying split across the map, I'm liking this too, that you keep the buddy system on the extremities. Because if there is a start from 100 Thieves on middle, well, at least they could start pressuring on the extremities based on the info that they hear. So this is actually quite nice. I think C9 might continue forward with this type of default here on their attack side.
Quick check with that TP forward. Oh, I love the protocol. Looking to make something happen on that bonus round with Vic being the first blood entry.
And insta great pressure back as Saint, double smoke.
Next on the list.
The spam to make sure they don't take
notice it's always going to be these three together, right? The two duelists with Vora.
Reacting to lose in B main.
And that's a huge opener from Fireball Ups that will allow
that's a great cage from him.
A little bit more quickly towards his
dude, with the charge.
Play as well, juggling the utility to get himself to safety. It's exactly what you need to see from the rookie.
Bold.
As you go up against someone like 100 Thieves, de-pressurizing Timotino there.
I think out of everyone,
the other side,
I mean, obviously we know what Vic's like, so I guess we're kind of just comparing these two, but obviously this guy's impressed me the most.
Yeah, you group up. They were stopped by a smoke at the beginning of the round anyway, so they wanted to stall for a bit for 100 Thieves. Wait for the reheal, everybody gets topped up. Now they could fully hit a 4-1 split. Cryo might get the damage here onto Zelsis, but that will still force the hand of C9 to move quickly in the B site and get this plant down, which is now, as you can see, an open site for them to take.
Big 1v1 for Cryo here.
Big fight is on that flank here between
how much of the success for 100 Thieves is for the coaches? A heavy amount, mate.
For Fireball Ups as a rookie.
He gets the spin.
Is that my fault? I feel like that's my fault.
The moment. Cryo will punish.
Because I'm not allowed to compliment any player these days.
A great anchor smoke by Vic here. A little bit of a contact and crossfire that they have, but that's also smoked off, making C9 have to move a little bit to get a better aim on this. And there's one trade. a possibility here in the 2v2 situation. Oxy trading a few to draw eyes, draw attention. A nice spam from Jack here, and they're going to waste down the time. Very nice.
Oh.
They may lose the players. No, they don't
Dancing
even
around
do
him.
that. It could go to
That's
the spike,
scary.
where they get out. Cloud9 retrieve that bonus. And not let it go to 100 Thieves.
Well, they actually lost everybody from the spike blast.
I was going to say, did they both go down there? It
Ends
sounded
up
like
being
they
a very
did.
nice little bonus round for 100 Thieves. You're seeing here a little bit of jitters on that 1v1 for Fireball Ups against Cryo. Had a
No matter
great
what,
position
insane
in the
damage.
first place. At least, if anything, he did an incredible job at the beginning of this round. Dropping 2 players, getting the information for the team.
Dude, the America's Replay guy really has been watching
just one of those
EMEA.
moments, trying to shoot an opponent in the back.
They don't let
Never gonna
the
work.
whiffs go anymore.
Same play. Oh my God! They
Great
heard that
stun
they
as well.
TP'd and
It's
went
good
for this
molly
last
also.
time, so they actually have
And
a
they
counter
fight this
for it
so
one
well.
round later.
One away from Orb as well.
Holy moly, 100 Thieves. A different level.
Put so much into
just
that.
to be able to adapt like that. Still going
Mate,
for
look at
fights
that
for,
confidence. What the hell?
Goes for the util throw and catches a shot on Zelsis just under. Still clearing more. Identifying for
chill.
the team.
Dude, chill.
Looks to bite off
What
a little
the
too much,
hell?
but help is at the top of ramp now down. As Jack is the one to push that away. They're trying to move forward here. Fireball with another kill, and they are really catching 100 Thieves in transition.
And have full information now from the Neural Theft of Fireball Ups. In a great position on the pulse plan too. So you plan a little bit more to the left so you have a better angle from
Imagine playing
top
like
of
that
heaven
when
and
you
also
have
towards
a
main.
Phoenix ult.
There's 2 of them for Cloud9 are going to stay turtled up and leave Fireball Ups getting the info. That's the camera that's going to spawn. One of the 2 on a rotate. A nice little pop
Dude.
onto
I mean,
Fireball
it's a
Ups.
great
And, yeah, this
redemption
is gonna be
round from
tough
him
for
after the
Austin on a
whiff,
retake.
but I don't
to
really
save here, especially
understand what the
with
hell
the
100
run it
Thieves are
back.
doing there.
Won't be able to
I
put
say
it to
100
good
Thieves,
use.
just War is playing
What an answer
crazy
that
there.
for C9.
Incredible stuff.
He's playing like
get
he's in a
attacked bit,
2v5 or something.
And they say, no, we still got
As
activation
the
on
two.
the other side of the map. It does seem like the fundamentals that Zelsis was talking about are flowing a little bit for the team. Whether or not they're fully online, we'll see in the rounds to come. But just to be able to adapt to these situations where things we were not seeing from Cloud9 before, they would lose a few too many, kind of get stuck in their own indecision and paralysis in the middle of the round. And then they would fall.
It's
to
the
their
confidence, mate. They haven't
I
been
like
doing
the
this the whole
opening
time, have
that
they?
100 Thieves did, though. Because the previous round, it was the same open that C9 did. Put a lot of bodies, make some noise towards the B main side. So C9, 100 Thieves says, let's
They
use
have?
all of our players
Really?
and use util to take
Dude,
that
they'll
down.
get punished, man.
And again, looking at the buddy system,
Hey, made up for the whiff.
when you hear the information of what's happening towards the garage side, the buddy system and double up towards the ramp.
Force them down to an eco. It's a
Somehow
terrible
it was still
round.
5 versus 3 for 100 Thieves, but
Yeah.
C9 was able to pull some magic thanks to Fireball Ups. That is going to force a broken buy for 100 Thieves. So Asuna saves his rifle in this round, but has to run it back, which could really turn it around back in the favor of 100 Thieves.
They do a little bit of util use on A, 100 Thieves, and then instantly back off, pull into an anchor position and guard more of the map towards mid here so it can't be opened up by Cloud9. They do a really good job working those extremities and trying to split the map by pulling eyes here, just as they
Thinks
are
they
towards
got
this
seen
mid side.
there. Tried to
Now
jump
we
peek
cut
over towards
noise.
B main, didn't
Break
see
out 1
anything.
minute,
Group
they
up
still-
towards A.
All the time in the world to do
Got
something
3
here,
here.
so 100 Thieves do have to be proactive.
It's
What
just
does the
Fireball is
two-person
waiting
fake do?
for the whole 40 seconds since the Bears came up to see
Not
if
too
there's going to
much
be somebody
a
triple
two-person
peeking on the
fake
top
with
of
a Viper
Raptors,
can
and
do, right?
Timothy is going to try to walk down.
Wait, why is the
Could
A
still be
going
a stop
before
and
the
go
B's
for the side
going?
of C9, depending what type of picks they get here on this fight.
Dude, what?
Dashing out,
They're
having
just going to
committed just
clear
yet.
this
B
and
main
rotate
is
out.
under
I'm not sure
control.
this is the call. Like, it surely
That's
should
gonna
be a B,
Asuna running forward,
B
so
pump
this is gonna
into
activate the
an
rest
A
of 100
hit.
Thieves to start
But
leaning
instead they
very
do a
early
really
towards
bad
the B
fake
site,
here. They get the
ready
info.
to
We got
defend.
4 over.
Zelsis
Mate, they
prepping
overcooked
the
the hell out
protocol
of
here
this.
for 25 seconds. Everything basically has to happen step after step, or they're not getting the plant down, and Cryo's gonna stop them right at the first stair. Dashing into the side, Vic able to
15
get a kill
seconds.
here, but it's going to be such a scattered position. He can't be protected. Bang and Vora able to answer with the pistols and start to shut down the guns of Cloud9. 4 seconds. It's all for
What an
naught here
absolute
to go back
shocker.
and forth on the map for C9 as 100 Thieves read it all too
Dude,
well.
I was looking at the minimap thinking, mate, it's going to be a
Didn't
really
even need
weird
Asuna.
fake with
Yeah,
a
he used his
Viper and an
running back, but
Omen.
at the same time, it was just
And then I
a
see these
lockdown
three
for
start
100
getting
Thieves on the
aggro.
B site. And it's a simple snake bite from Cryo thrown into the B main right over here because they were never pressured on that side. So as Cloud9 is trying to sell that fake on the A side to start by using that util on the side, the 2 players that were inserted inside the garage never moved forward. It was mentioned earlier on here from the Telestrator from Ender that when that happens,
dude, that's the C9. That's the C9 that I saw like 2 weeks ago, where they're trying to be the smartest team in the world. It's like, guys, you ain't got the basics down right now. You need to play the most simple style of Valorant you possibly can.
Well down. Fade on site, neon ramps. That's the same setup.
You want to look to the left?
Can you just come over? Can you just come over, Jack, to A?
Yeah.
And me and Cam and you will fight them.
One male.
Can you guys look to pump B after?
Yeah, call when you want us to pump.
Can you pump now?
He's still
just pump
jiggling.
now.
You jump up, then I smoke front, and then you wall.
Down ramp. I'm walking over to you guys.
Wait, it's maybe 2.
They smoked. That's it. They did nothing.
Did nothing,
Okay,
Jordan.
I'm here, guys. I'm with you. You fight him.
I can ult screens, and then you try to crunch him.
He's on site now. They're 1-1. They're 1-1 on A.
You want ult screens?
Yeah. Can you dog lower with an ult screens?
Yeah. I'll walk
Kill
back.
now. Yeah. Go.
Neon on me. I'm dead. He's hurting me. He's close to me.
On site, fade. They're on site right
Fade
now.
Neon.
Go back, Jack. Go back.
Yeah.
It's
You want to go back to B then?
We're gonna end B. Yeah. We're gonna end B.
Yes, Jordan's doing very late wrap. You guys should...
I'm just gonna have to take
Whenever-
this. I don't have wall.
There's a wall.
Whenever Jack gets there...
You gotta face. You gotta face on the first hill.
Yeah. I'm walking up.
Don't
Okay.
care.
I think I can just slide out and just peek back site.
Go.
I think it's
You ready?
gonna end
30
B.
seconds left.
Heaven on.
Rotating, guys. They're
I'm
all
on the back.
rotating on you guys.
Default Vic. Heaven.
I'm flashing back side. Wait, 3, 2, 1.
Neon's here.
I'm flashing out the orb. 3, 2, 1.
They're all gonna be there.
Wait.
Just save one.
Back side.
Back side.
Right side. Left side.
Key save.
On me.
Default.
I'll try.
Okay.
10 seconds left.
Okay, we're gonna simplify this.
They're doing this.
Yeah,
Another round where
mate, you
it's
gotta
unfortunately
simplify
an
it.
overcook for the side of C9.
Please simplify
Just
it.
not enough time to actually go for the site hit. It was looking
At
pretty
least I
good on the
identified
side
that they
from
have to
Vic to see
simplify
that
it.
information on Austin on the top of B Heaven, but as soon as they tried to double execute, they kind of stepped on each other's shoelaces. You see the paranoia, it's a friendly one coming in from Vic that hits.
Mate, they're trying to act like
Austin
the
here, where they can't work together to try to
2023
take down
Fnatic and been
Bang.
a team for a
So
year
just
and a
great
half and the
stalls coming
meta
in
hasn't
once again by
changed.
simple smokes from the anchor player of Bang. And Cloud9, it's the economy finally broken at this point. The two weapons that they saved in the previous round for Jack and Oxy, grouped up with the rest for a potential very quick slam. Would be a great start though, because it's Bang there solo.
They repeat, just trying to get on either side, seeing if Timotino might do the slide in again. And God, 100 Thieves are rotating so fast, they're going to be here to collapse down, and they're going to have to be. Oxy's already in. He's going to wrap all the way around this time. Austin is there to meet him instantly. Puts the wall up to delay the site, and that has put a stop to the entire strategy.
The coach has got to get involved.
It's interesting to look at how 100 Thieves are currently playing this defensive side versus Cloud9. Because remember, when they were playing against Crew, it was a lot of proactiveness from the team to fight towards middle.
Flash out. The dash out. Oh my gosh. The accuracy.
Dude, it's so nice with
control,
four of them
creating
together, though.
Crossfires in the moment here as 100 Thieves push down mid. And they wipe more members of Cloud9. Spike is available.
Problem with the
to 100
timeout
Thieves
is
now, so they just
he's just going to say you need to go A Heaven.
So you can
It's
see
way too
here that
obvious.
the tempo for 100 Thieves is a lot more slower at the beginning of these rounds because it's actually Cloud9 that's trying to force the hand for the last two.
Dude, Astronaut.
But as they're just going for
Nearly up to another ult.
full execute into the B site without really any big splits or pressure on middle at the start, there's a hot hands that slows him down. There's a snake bite that throws him down. One simple piece of molly that's being thrown by or Cryo or Asuna just leaves Oxy on an island inside the site and the rest of the team can't follow. And then they're also getting one-wayed by the smoke by Bang. So there's really nothing they could do on the hits. They got to default a little bit more here and work that util.
no timeout.
That
That's
util
kinda
out for 100
interesting.
Thieves so they could actually go for these
We got a
strong
Viper
splits,
wall over
which is
towards
why
B.
finally
Again,
we're
this is
going
the kind
back
of thing
here
that
to
this
that
comp can do.
1-3-1 setup.
Viper all over
love
towards
that
B. Are
look,
they going to add a
because
smoke
it's like
in or
they're doing
something to
full
just
court
create
pressure
full
in the middle
pressure?
of the round. 100
Dude, why are you
Thieves
doing
we
this
own
wall
all
with
of
this
the map.
smoke? Surely put a smoke on mid or something.
C9 can get some real estate back as they push towards vents for one of the first times here to control that.
Is he not just going to hold
See
back
how
sight?
Thieves reacts defensively. Already have Asuna. Oh man, he's ready to cook him. 3 and B for 100 Thieves here, just to see what they can find.
Very
No
nice.
one else is identified. So they're going to have to either rush towards Heaven here. What are they going to choose? This is actually where the mid-rounding needs to be. Perfect for C9. 100 Thieves have been able to track them
Good
everywhere.
amount of B
Zelsa's
pressure. They
calls
spot
to
one
push
over
'cause
towards
there's
B
already
main.
pressure by 3 players in front of
Beda's
that B
good
main.
on Heaven
So
though.
that is going to be easier
got
for C9 to
delay
just
here, we
rehit.
got
When the hot
Timotino
hands
locking this
disappear,
one
they can
down.
still play numbers at the top of the A ramp.
100 Thieves somehow source a kill, re-clearing that Heaven. and back up, always playing their lives. So now you have to go on an adventure, and Vora actually gets caught off, using a bit of util. Bang repairs the situation here, but it's going to be a rush towards B now. C9 keep bringing the timer down. It's not working out for them, but this time it seems to slide in their favor as they hit some beautiful shots on the way to the site.
Does Asuna even feel confusing his ult here? I doubt it.
Maybe beyond Asuna here, they might still want to try to use.
He might feel like there's someone lurking towards middle.
Setting towards male. There you go. He's going to be the one scouting the site for Timotino to come in.
They know where the relay bolt came from now. It's on 100 Thieves to source this out. Oxy actually goes for the slide overdrive. It's instantly diffused. And they're going to try to get the spike now. Hiding in the smoke. Timotino's just waiting for the mistake to be made before he makes any more noise. Asuna looks to get those footsteps out with some shots from the face.
Very nice shots from Vic. Well, at least my internet waited for that moment.
Vic is going to clean him up with 2 clean shots in a round Cloud9 needed very much.
You're starting to see also the change in the upgrades and the reason why they picked up players like Fireball Ups here for Cloud9. With the recent coach changes between Veer and Imi, they talked about trying to engage a little bit more intuition into the plays. So despite them losing a little bit of map control or a player in the first place, you see that Fireball Ups is trying to find his timing on the lurks. He opens up that.
Would you force your players to play Phantoms at the moment? Yeah, probably. Maybe Breeze, I would be a little looser,
it's been a while since
but I still think the Anchors should have a Phantom.
Seems like sales have been low, but
just better, man.
Online bands.
It's just better, especially on land. The spray looks good. You got to be a savant with a Vandal for me to not try and make you play it. I feel like
Timotino's at it as well. Who's going to deliver the mail first? Zelsis gets there, so he can actually just absorb so much information from here. If they can
Odin, you can you can play unless you're an Odin main.
Just again going to wait out the time.
I can get on board with an Odin main.
They can get that from 100 Thieves.
This is all very nice.
What if it's like a Martine? If it's like a Martine, you let him do his thing. There's maybe 5 players that I would just say short.
And also dependent for Cloud9 if they leverage a moment to try to make some noise towards the A side. Maybe this insert right here from Zelsis.
Pretty much every anchor man should be
now he's going to be the late
moment.
rotate, the late backstab. This is a call now for C9 to late hit into the A site.
Push over towards B main, get all that info, rotate goes out. Phoenix is going to get there in time. Vora on site with a fade ult.
This is what's going to stall them. They have that, a seize on top of that from Vora.
Here it comes.
Oh, it's a good seize.
And now they have still
the molly on top.
HP as they swing into the site.
They're going to get all the HP back though. 20 seconds on this.
As they're waiting to find the targets, only to the crosshairs.
Oh, mate, look at how nice it is together. They fight so well together.
C9 walk into their death.
Mate, they're so good at getting like info around the map though. Seeing this instant pressure with like Fade dying out here. I got Timotino clearing over towards B as well. Rotate goes out so the Phoenix can be here in time.
Again,
big part of the distraction.
They hit the same type of issue. Trying to go for that late entry into the A site. Everything just stalls them. Look at the combination from Nightfall to Seize to Hot Hands. And as you're trying to create your own walls and try to get the space for Cloud9, well, you put your back against everybody that's playing the crossfire on the defense on the backside. So Veer will call the timeout here to try to fix the issues a bit for C9 to be a little bit more confident.
Yeah.
In the space
that they get at the beginning. But who would you put #1 in Americas at the moment? Yeah, it's a hard one.
Also,
the 100 Thieves versus Lev argument.
C9 listen,
I think
one
map beats so like I think in a best of 5.
They're cleaned up. You have a lurker like
100 Thieves are better right now, just purely because of the sunset and
having a game pressure
Summit not being good.
And one other.
Lev.
A site, no problem.
These numbers decent against Crew, but he popped off when he
what's
played against
what's
Loud
NRG's map pool like? Because they played Summit the other day, and they played Sunset the other day, and they're a bad Sunset team. What's the other map they're not good at?
Right now is thanks to the conversation that he had with Baby Bay after their loss to G2.
What the NRG normally
just
ban?
Play like you play in Challengers. It's just different names.
They normally ban
and you see
Split.
here the level of confidence it brings towards maybe not the whiff that he had at Cryo Cells earlier on,
but that whiff didn't bother him.
Every single other one of those duels were in.
I think 100 Thieves does have a better map pool right now. Have they played Summit yet?
Making rounds that allowed C9 to pick
Why do I
up
feel
these
like
3 rounds so far.
I've seen this Summit.
See how they manage this. They play it close to the chest. They can do.
They second ban it every single time, but they float it. Okay.
Flex tech peak.
I mean, It would come down to seeing Summit, I think.
And they hear
it's a close one. It beats anyone on their day would win, I feel
They
like.
know exactly what they're dealing with on the side
If
of
you forced me to
Thieves.
answer, I'd say 100 Thieves.
Just Phantom game too, so these
purely
balls
because
that
of
are
map
going up or
pool
something,
at the
they can
moment.
easily get these trades through.
Also right now for 100 Thieves, they're giving this space just almost every single time for C9. It's almost a game plan. You kind of know if you're playing this stall in a Cypher with a Viper.
They show me more of those rounds where
might
Vor
wanna
is just
default
trying
one a
to
little bit
fight
more.
everyone
So what I
on
wanna
A
see
side,
from
though.
Cloud9 as well, for them to have more success
I'm
for the
allowed to pick
Psychics,
Lev.
is to start moving up on this side. Try to force the util out on any defensive players that are currently setting up on the B site. And as his dog comes up, it actually sees the players falling back here. So that's actually an opening for
Still kind of weak over towards
C9
B.
to overtake the B site. They have a 3-on-2, maybe that in 4-on-2 scenario, they could take over B now.
Dude, what a
And this
flash.
time, Vora rotated first, so they're going to have Initiator utility to back this up if they do get any trouble with
Dude,
C9.
hero play.
But it looks like they're just using the shots.
That's
the
so
aim,
nice. They play
the
off
quick
each other so
mechanics
well,
to
though.
shut C9 down again on their low buy. Jack going for the suicide plan. Oh my God. It's the Matino drive-by. Closes out that round. 7-3 now for 100 Thieves starting that split on defense.
Timotino also cranked a 90 on that slide. Because you would expect he'll just slide
That's
across
the
when
man
he's
to
getting
get
shot,
another
but
ult
he just
before it ends
dives
as
right
well.
into him, hugging the wall.
You should
And
see
Jack
the size
was-
of his mouse pad.
Jack was not ready for that.
Doing 360s around the globe.
One enemy remains.
God, they're so quick to
Yeah,
answer.
no hesitation, man.
The Vora read on where Cloud9
They
are
find the
gonna
last
end up
player,
has been
insta grabs the
immaculate
orb on B.
Asno was just starting towards that spawn at the beginning, so he can try to support ASAP in terms of the pressure that C9 would try to do, but it just becomes a spam fest at the beginning towards middle that ends up being a first blood for the side of the Thieves.
this game.
Another
Who
big
else?
timing, but
Who else to start him off? And he
Damn.
cleans up Timotino.
Every time I watch this guy, he's got an attack round on him on split, where he just walks over and just outchills everyone.
In just this half. Celsius already in sight, and bang, sources him instantly. And now that upper hand is only an A. It's got to run all the way back.
November Rain with the Prime. Appreciate this 7 months.
Time, though,
Do you
and
think
headspace.
MIBR will make
This
champs?
should be a C9
They haven't
setup
had a
that
chance to watch them.
favors them.
Every game I watch
Asana's
is just the
run it back is
second
really
game.
the only thing that's going to give him trouble.
he's trying to make sure that Seekers are not peeking towards the A ramp so that Jack loses a spike crossing over towards the A site. All three of them now from the positioning here of that spike plant. Should have all been staying inside that site, but you see the wraparound from
Vano's
Oxen
been
on top of the
Parma
ramp.
Odin though, right? I watched that one demo.
Pays off. He's got to be the last one here. Fully healthy. He's the fail-safe in the situation. Asa already has that. He goes down. He tries to push as the fight goes in. And that's
Good
Jack
damage,
getting
though.
first kill. But that's just the run it back. He still has
Very,
the
very
same
nice.
number of attackers.
Dude, I feel like
and 100
these, you know when it
Thieves
gets into like the
shake 'em out,
3v3s,
Jack down in an
2v2s,
round.
even 4v4s.
Reason why I felt like it was going to be
100
difficult
Thieves
to
just
wrap
win them
around on
out,
the
I
A
swear.
ramp. The spike's not planted for you, really. It's just at a
They
default
play them
spot.
so well.
And Oxy basically had
They
to
got
be...
Phoenix ult, it's a little
He had to
one-sided.
bait pretty much from that position. There's
Yeah.
no way he
Also on
could
them
really
for
try
getting
to
so
move
many
in at
ults.
that spot. Thought that maybe all three of them wrapped behind, following the run it back from Asuna. And then unfortunately here, read it
How 100
incorrectly.
Thieves improved so
allows
much.
here for 100 Thieves to have three individual
Good
3 versus
players.
1s.
Talented coaches.
It's one of those rounds where
They got two of the best coaches in the world.
45 because Timotino got a spam, but then Fireball ops trades, and these are the ones Cloud9 keep coming back to, saying we should have won these rounds. We were ahead. We should have won these rounds. And it just seems to escape them every time. And Timotino getting a lot of info as they push up here, and it's going to be the Neon fight as they slide to safety on both sides, actually. More source of that info. Asuna, a quick trade off a curveball. They keep rotating who is in a position, thinking the reload is going to be a time when C9 can
Oh,
push.
what?
100 Thieves is more
That guy
than
got
ready.
melted.
That time Oxy proves the aim is in his favor. Spike should get planted here, and 100 Thieves are going to have to rotate before they can set up a retake.
Got to get that pit towards that screen. Just block another lane to give a chance here for Cloud9 to just focus on two
No,
different
don't-
angles.
not
A
everyone
main
playing the ult.
and A heaven. Thankfully, there's also a trip. Really, the only thing you're focusing on right now is a flood out from the top heaven,
It's a
which is
big
why you have
fade
two
eye, this
players
one.
playing towards map for C9 to try to slow down that attempted push from 100 Thieves.
They try to get some info from Vora here as they split both sides. They have a late lurk on this. Vic takes out one, but they're all coming from the same side still. They got to get into the pit. They have to clear this out. Cloud9 have pretty good positioning, but somehow they've lost 2 players. It only leaves Vic in the pit. He's going to be sourced almost immediately.
Back.
The double pit is going to be enough. Celsius in the corner. He's
gonna
it's too much time. No time on the spike. What a fight back and forth. This is the 4th
they got
round
4.
going over to
With what they were doing,
Cloud9
it's not too bad.
One they very much needed going into the second half.
Yeah, ended up being great positioning by Cloud9 based off great
You got a
utility
Viper Cypher, it's doable.
Yeah, it looked chaotic at first. It was a little bit of
unfake moment, dude. Nothing will
from
top that
Oxy
unfake
outside of
moment.
that pit, but the rest of the
That was
crew
nuts.
staying inside of that pit, playing in the back of the site, running that clock down, keeps Cloud9 in the fight going into the second half.
There's more action here on Split for this series when we come back at VCT Americas. Don't go anywhere.
A prime ad? We can try a prime ad. I feel like I've exhausted everyone's primes. Let's find out. Use Zix. Chat, if you're watching right now, you can go out of full screen, click over towards down here. You can see if you have a free prime sub. Might have forgotten about it. Who knows? You get no ads for the next month. It's going to be play-ins, play-offs.
I'm sorry.
A lot of Valorant right there. You can support the channel, get some emotes. You can rewind. All of that cool stuff. Not going to cost you anything. Get it free of Amazon Prime. You might have forgotten about it. Never know.
No one gets you closer.
Never all exhausted. I think we exhausted all the prime. Oh, okay, no. Summon a 6 with the prime. Thank you so much. It was all worth it. What the hell's going on here? Oh. Summon a 6. Thank you so much for checking, mate. Appreciate the prime. Who did you use your prime sub on? Who did I use my prime sub on? Yeah, I did it on broadcast. Was it Chobra maybe this time? Wicked Potatoes with the prime as well. Thank you with the 3 months. Wicked Potatoes. Appreciate that as well. Thank you so much.
That you feel like fans traveling into for the finals in Sao Paulo, what's one thing that you really want them to do or one thing that they should do?
Okay, I think that's a pretty easy one. I just need you guys to be in a very energetic day when you go there, cheer, because definitely you're going to be so welcomed by Brazilian fans. We're going to have a great time together and cheer a lot
a light
together.
as well with the prime. Thank you so much.
Definitely feel the energy of Brazilian
Laugh
fans.
as well with
so
the prime.
No, don't worry
All
about
primers.
it.
Thank you so much for checking.
I'm stoked to see that. Sounds exciting.
Thank you so much, guys. You have Amazon in Iceland? No, we don't have it here. But I order stuff to England. Go do Christmas shopping and stuff in England. It's cheaper.
Side, so
it's too expensive out here.
Have to be ready. We'll see what they've mixed up for the defensive side.
Remember, the pistol round continues to be also important for Cloud9. Not only to pat the stats a little bit up here, currently at 4 out of 21 pistol rounds. And also to close that gap on this map against 100 Thieves. We talked about it, 100 Thieves, 1 victory in this series will guarantee them playoffs, while C9, they have a chance to maybe break a
Big
little
pistol. Just blast over towards B. Cameron's going to spot a lot.
Looking at the other
When's it?
matches happening later on this weekend, but 100 Thieves are just looking to break trip, pop into the B site. C9 wants to leave that open.
Doing it for the retake.
We have 4 players focusing on middle to fight and crunch in that spot first, and that will become the flood retake play.
That's
you ever thought of hosting an off-season tournament?
A little bit of a heal on, yes.
I wanted to do one.
Yes.
Was it last year?
And Cloud9 could waterfall out of heaven here. Looks like they're actually going to try to pressure the site just like that. Oxy with a bit more speed to draw eyes.
Double flash potentially about to come out.
Yeah, this is going to be tough to defend. They start to activate. Oxy first does find that drop box. Would be the first kill, and the peaks are going to have to happen from 100 Thieves here.
Good luck.
Nice job by Cloud9.
Gonna have to try and get a lot from it, though.
But Cryo, the one to continue lurking, actually gets caught off by Fireball. Who else? And it looks like they got the defuse on here. A little bit of a spin from Vic. The right cut of the core.
Very winnable.
And they come up big as Vora puts the final touches on the round. Little stink face from Vic, but he's happy for the defuse. Cloud9 get a pistol, and that means a lot.
Dan, thanks so much for the prime as well, mate. Appreciate you as well. Thank you for doing that.
You see here, the double flash that was utilized was actually well stalled by 100 Thieves. C9 couldn't fully react out of it yet to flood out of the double flash.
Order a quiet walk pad to England.
Slides down.
Yeah, but then getting it over here is a nightmare.
Maybe on the flashes, it allows Oxy to isolate the 1v1 fight. And then the rest of them to just play the ante on Asana's flashes and get value off the retake here for Cloud9. Very nice to start. Now looking to battle here to re-aggress potentially into the flash yet. There's that jump flash to look into the garage. Now that it's clear, it also allows for Asuna to farm an orb once it quiets down a little bit.
Oh, push into vent. Push and shot into B main was that other kill as well for 100 Thieves. They're just trying to chase on this one to see if they can get any more down. A few more orbs. Another pickup here as they try to get, I mean, Asuna got his from dying.
Kind of looking clean, right?
And Vora was able to pick it up right after, but that's a good stall here from the side of Cloud9, preventing 2 orbs from getting picked up.
Ambition. Ambition as well with the Prime. Think of the full
by killing me strategy. We'll see
of
what
course,
pays
mate.
off.
Thank you for saying that as well.
Picking up another kill.
I'll never
there.
answer your questions. Let me
Cloud9
look at what your question is.
pushing through that second round. Pretty
Hey,
clean.
you gotta ask a question
We'll see
for
about
me
this
to
bonus, though.
answer.
This is what matters.
Good on them too to
What was worse, the mini boo ISO whiff or the unfake staring contest?
Only needing to use a little bit of util to take down players at the same time.
The mini boo ISO whiff, I think. Just purely because unfake, you can understand if he is using like the wheel, the mouse wheel for changing weapons.
Look at how much
like you can understand this as a misclick.
Outside of the Viper wall, all of his kits there, so that C9 could continue to focus on the pistol round.
Turk with the Prime, thank you for the 2 months as well. Thank you so much.
Into middle. But for 100 Thieves,
I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
For a bit at the beginning.
The bigger question is, he uses scroll wheel to change weapons. Dude, apparently it's a lot.
Just wait. Moving into B main, they're gonna
Zeno found out that 2 of his team use it from that video.
Down mid, they hear
Started flaming them.
They hear footsteps.
They also hear the run back from Cloud9 retreating from that spawn. So 100 Thieves are just going to rewalk contact into middle. C9's, yes, being proactive, but with too much noise. So 100 Thieves can now re-engage, and they are the ones that are taking map control now.
Just cat and mouse game here. They're working.
You could describe yourself as one ability in the game, what would it be? Bro, the Cypher camera. Just out here watching the whole time.
They have a
Easy.
perfect setup. Now they're worried. Fireball is going to be stuck in sight, tries to play a little bit of an anchor cage as he gets seized up, so they're going to be able to track him down pretty quick.
They found my wire.
Oh, he actually hides it very well, giving C9 time to come back. He still gets flashed out and pushed. He couldn't make it all the way out of the site safely.
But the lock here
way
as well.
Too many inserts right now, too, especially with Bang inside vents.
Wingman, shut the hell up. Super, appreciate that, tier 1. Thanks so much. Mini can be wingman.
Seems like they want quite a few of these guns, not giving it to run it back, which expends some of their time for Spike. Bang. Checking his watch.
Whoa.
Checking his watch. Oh, actually cleans up a nice shot on Jack just from a shoulder there. And he still has the paranoia to go for a little bit more. The audacity to take another fight against the entire team. And Bang doesn't even have to be anchoring a site to make it work. Vic cleans.
Dude, what is that fadeaway?
This is going to be a nice delay they have on 100 Thieves. Or, sorry, other way around Cloud9. And it's not going to be the defuse. It's going to be the runaway each time. And Bang being really the cutoff on that one.
C9 had the right idea here to push down towards that middle in the first place, but I don't think they overcommitted to fully peek down towards Ramen.
Big round.
They had to play that mid-round with 0 information.
The onesie, I had to ask about it the other day. It's still not here yet, but I think it's on its way.
5 members into the
we'll get it in
site
time.
against the solo fireball
Long
ops.
time till champs, right?
Too much util. He can't play with the trap kills with his cages.
Should be right.
Nobody was tripping up on them. So it was a nice attempt, but the bonus round is not valued too much for the C9 crew.
First, a bit of quick noise here from 100 Thieves, as it's been all quiet to start the other rounds. It's still the same formation though. They just want to get C9 mixed up. Priority for them, even
create
from
B pressure as well.
Mid, and they still put quite a few
broke a lot of the stuff, broke the trip, broke the cam.
Thieves to start, instantly break the camera, cut noise. Now you're forcing C9 to utilize a little bit more.
Like I'm watching Lev play right now.
At the minute mark, maybe the dog comes down. Unless the jiggle gets a lot here from Timotino. We're definitely going to see here the information that C9's going to try to get. Will they get punished here? The walk in right now from 100 Thieves.
They're trying to bait spam fence. They're going to get a double flash, and then the haunt. Oxy's ready for it, and the bait works beautifully.
Big, man. It's big bait.
I think he played the ante
tucked into the corner the whole time.
Let himself get hit,
the individual's allowed to walk out.
Double.
Ooh, bang with the wide swing. Catches Zelsis off guard, but he doesn't realize how close Fireball has snuck in. He's not going to miss that one. But he does go down to 47 HP.
Good luck back aside.
Fight. Oh, the timing. He gets it, has eyes on the spike. And now the team can just lock it down. What a great round here from C9 to not be thrown off again by the 100 Thieves push around the map. They just have to squeeze.
Dude, the Fireball felt like they were too alive. It took him a while to
Remember, we mentioned this
over towards heaven
when he had his opener against Loud, that those numbers that he was putting up
I'm looking
was
at that money.
something that he was doing consistently in challengers.
Nothing new.
But
How
now
long
that
have
he's
you
able to
known
do
Mini
this
for?
against such a high-profile team and players in 100 Thieves, it's super nice. Look at that. It ends up being a flick
Over
turn away from
15 years
Oxy.
now, I guess.
But I love here that the buddy system continues on here for Cloud9 that allows
long time.
for these plays to happen. But continue to keep an eye out on Fireball ups.
That's
Doing a good job
unlucky. Yeah,
anchoring
you
so
read my
far here.
mind.
Absolutely. A lot more
5
confidence
bandit.
just out of the C9.
Wait, is this
team
a
in
thing
these
they
rounds
do?
too, even if they're losing rounds. They seem to have a little bit more armor on it, and that is helping them push back here on the second half. Bandits across the board. Watch out for these guys. They'll steal your money.
Camera's already pushing them away. We realize here that, okay, well, the Cypher's setting up on the A site. We're on an eco right now, so 100 Thieves doesn't really want to commit into where the traps can be placed. So it's back into mid
that ult, yeah, with that ult, man.
They've been putting a lot of damage to stage so far. So to choose to fight right onto the top B, I'm down for it.
Oh, and they unload a whole bunch of utility to try to make that happen.
bullets,
Oxy,
though.
big credit to him for getting a kill out of that.
Started tapping.
And still can't fade away far enough to keep himself alive. Jack hits
Good
one
flash.
as they drop into sight. Another and a
Oi,
third.
oi, oi.
as
That
he
was a
corrects
headshot for the
aim.
third.
Beautiful stuff coming
Guys
from the
everywhere. Look at
rookie,
that
and a
confidence.
fourth as the sight is clean.
Does
Very nice
100
utility
Thieves
from Jack.
coaches feel like they need to get
It's
involved?
against pistols, but that is also another reason why, again, focusing back in challengers,
they
why
do.
Jack was at the top of the ACS in rating for many, many stages of this year until he finally got picked up here by Cloud9. And the confidence, the micro plays outside as well was thanks to the conversations that the team has been having with Veer throughout the past couple of weeks. Having, what, 5 days of practice this time around before getting
Really?
into the matchup against 100 Thieves, and they look well prepared today.
Zelsis out of his chair again, but
BT
back down
fought
since
again.
we're in the round once
You'd imagine
more.
the Fade's
vibes are
picking up this
definitely
one.
flowing here. Seekers, if anything happens for C9 to really get back in and dislodge 100 Thieves, right back to purchasing all Phantoms, orb
I'm
grabbing
surprised
and
at
maxing
that.
around the map as Asuna is one away again.
What, are you going to try and win without an orb? Or without an ult? Or are we trying to
These for a lot of their matches, just to try to get as many ults as possible.
lose over
on the back
towards
of
B?
Asuna,
Dog
which is why
goes
he's
to
also holding that
re-clear
spike.
B. Kind of, yeah, dude, they know with this they can take mid.
Nice
That's a
little
fast
play
kill. They
there
got to
from
force
Oxy
through
with the
middle
timing.
now.
But this is also a reason why Timotino has been opping a lot less as well as a Neon. They try to leverage both of those duelists to try to create space, flash those walls, trade off each other so that Timotino becomes an assist maker and you're farming orbs continuously off Asuna.
And there it is. 45-second Seekers. And you saw Timotino and Asuna, those ones on the front in heaven, trying to do a little bit of that opening, as you were saying. Working so well. And it's been amazing to see Timo kind of fall into that.
Your late
not
hit.
Want to be the one who does it first.
20-second hit.
Amazing to see in a player that you can just kind of
Camera 2 kill
get and
trips.
grow in that
I mean,
situation.
100 Thieves are running into the same problem as C9. 20 seconds left to go in for a hit, but they're still using on the
What
site.
is that first kill?
Slows one down.
Omen goes over here as well.
Clear as they
15
flashed their way
seconds.
through
Mate,
here.
this whole
Hunt
back
lets
of
them know
sight
there's
should
a
be
bit
way
of
too
space.
strong.
13 seconds on the clock. Vic is trying to stay quiet. He's also got Fireball ops, though, so they can play both
Dude,
sides of this. They can set up
they
a
get away
crossfire.
with
They're
planning
actually
like
gonna let
that.
the plant go down.
Insane.
This gets a little bit stickier here, but Vic is able to get a kill. It's going to come in quick now as the team has to
Results
react and
just-
adapt. And
it's
that is
really
going
bold.
to be
Really,
the
really
run it
bold.
back.
Oh,
Shut
mate, they're
down
making
as
loads
soon
of
as it
mistakes.
comes
Have
up.
I been too high up on
Cloud9 are
100
going
Thieves?
to tie up split versus 100 Thieves.
What was all this to get the orb and the Phoenix as well when the Fade is one
I
away?
didn't hear a flash getting popped. I think he just threw it towards the air, just forced some players to look away from the Sky Flash, and then finally the players swung out before the flash actually popped. You see there? That's why Vora's staring right into the top of heaven, trying to turn away from the flash. And then it just thwarts 100 Thieves trying to play that pulse point off the spike.
Their anchor smoke they throw for themselves in front of map, too, just denied the flash that Asuna tried to throw in. So a lot of 100 Thieves utility went to waste on that entry. They call a timeout.
Thought they were gonna go fight for the orb and then take middle. Yeah, they need to force through middle there and then have an insert for sure. But even at the beginning of the round, man, I just don't understand. Especially they've been struggling to get into sites where you would go for being one away from a Phoenix or and a Fatal instead of just getting the Fatal. I wonder if it's just autopilot, because they normally farm the
That's
Phoenix.
That's a boatload of ults. If you're thinking about it in week number 3 when they played against 100 Thieves, you know how many ults he had? 20. You know how many kills he had with those ults? 5.
No, but what's about console Valorant?
The respect that's given to
people want to
Asuna
play
when he
console
actually does
Valorant.
have the run it back.
Yeah.
It allows for you to get
Good for the
so
game,
much
you would
space,
imagine.
run that clock down, and
You
then
just have this aura of get away from me.
and close so many good rounds on our side here in the post plant scenarios. So you almost saw it there, how much delay he was trying to do with the run it back after the plant. But again, the beautiful play from Cloud9. By flooding behind
dead
that
and terrible
flash
and filled with
taking down 100
cheaters.
Thieves
Yeah, but
shows the
is it big in
preparation that
China?
they have on the side of Cloud9.
It's
and
big
what
in
Veer
China,
brings to
then
the
they don't
table,
care.
trying to isolate the value that Asuna gets with these run it backs.
Whoa. Very fast. Looks like Timatino has to stop and dodge for a second there. They're looking for trails. They're looking for links.
They dig
but nothing's
into
gonna
the
be there.
set strats
That
on
was
this.
a TP to heaven
This
as soon
guy
as they
B-main
hit it.
is
So
dead,
many layers
surely.
to this strategy as they lose Asuna on the way in.
Oh,
Timatino's trying
hold
to
up.
source
Good
now.
little
They've tried to
double
flip the
swing from
site.
C9 here,
trying to
though.
hold B main a little bit.
Can
Vic
Vic
is
get
playing some
one?
tricks on the team, and he's already going to get help in time. Has he bought enough? Oxy gets the first kill from heaven. They're just looking down on the
Damn,
enemy
they
of
fight
100 Thieves,
together,
and
dude. They
do
fought
clean
together
it
well
up.
here. Even
What
when
a
the guy
response
died,
from C9 to
even
get
when
to
Zelsus
B.
died over towards B, they fought well together.
And that was a timeout dressed up by MBS just to try to add that pressure into the top heaven to see how C9 is currently playing the mid and maybe try to punish them at the same time. So to play to do the Nightfall, mask it with the Omen ult on the top of heaven, and just try
Everyone
to encroach in
plays it
that
on
space.
mobile in
What's
China?
the difference,
Oh, okay.
though? C9 playing the buddy system again. Back in the front of the B garage.
Amy was the problem.
They stall
Mate,
with
he's
one-way
literally the
smoke.
assistant
They get
coach.
the backstab on the back of the, on the
It
top
can't
of
be that
heaven from
different.
Zelsus
You
onto
would imagine.
Asuna, and there's no more flashes to allow 100 Thieves to get into the site. Now they're on a broken buy. Back into their own 1-3-1s on the attack here on the setup. And also C9 changes their setup as well. So this will give them early information that there's pressure from 100 Thieves at this point, and they have the right numbers if 100 Thieves are going to try to split towards the
Lose
A
middle
site.
in reaction. Skydog over towards here.
Follow.
They read that
They're
every
being
single time
very
the Skydog
proactive
is like
now.
3 of them here.
Not the C9 we're used to. That confidence is back for
Oh,
them. And Cryo
Oxy,
Parkour
that's-
is Oxy off the rope. Just in that timing. But they're still pushing. They're still trying to keep a timing here, realizing they can get behind and just do an
Well,
early
this gets
backstab if
really
they need
weird.
to.
That's a right-hand model issue there for Oxy.
This
Because
is
that should have been
really,
dead to
really
rights
weird.
on to Cryo the whole time. And finally we have one backpedaling, and Jack will have all the info.
Discipline. Discipline! Another one gets the flash out, and they're going to know they have to back up for a moment. Almost the ace was
don't know the
there
second.
just on the other side. Yes, yes. One of us.
That's funny.
Celsus takes down
They
Timatino.
were not expecting
And
the
now
double
it's a battle
insert
for
of
the
spawn.
spike.
Against a top-rated player in
Yeah.
Stage 2, though, in Asuna.
30 seconds
Definitely
left.
doable, as you see. He has a full kit still.
2 of the longest in the league here. Definitely some aura to this fight as the smoke goes down. A little bit of an anchor play coming in from Vic. Still goes for the fight. Asuna pursues. And he says, you know, I got 15 seconds. I got to go through this door.
They went on time.
Yeah, not going to be able to make it. A really nice job from C9 once again to
Yeah, they're doing good
thwart what
reactions.
100 Thieves is doing. In 100 Thieves, why would they expect this? C9 hasn't done this to any of their teams. They are being so active right now.
Why would they expect 3 players to push forward, right? Which is what Cloud9 did on that second or third round of their defensive side, yet they decide to pull back instead of pushing forward. This time, a little bit more assertive. If they miss here the timing, at least they can play the flood retake as the team while still having full util. So it's nice that this happens because now Jack is able to get the highlight reel with the backstab.
One thing I remember Oxy saying vividly is, like, it was against Marv when they played Sentinels, but he said, we went 0-6 in pistols, and look how close we played them. Well, they got pistol on second round,
Yeah, they got
and
a
look
pistol.
how much they're able to control it. So it definitely means a lot to them to have that momentum.
They were even like
Keep
0-11
smoke
after
the
that
fight.
series against Sentinels. They were not having a good time on pistol rounds for Cloud9.
Better late than never, Vans.
Exactly, because look at the results now. They have a chance here to topple the chances of 100 Thieves securing
I mean, the
playoffs
B-
if they win this series
Heavy
here.
B Heaven would
And looking like
annihilate
a
them right now.
C9 from the better years. so far in this first
that's
map.
what they're going to do.
Early pit from Zelsis covers up on the B side, and they're playing it at the same style as like a C-side Lotus, where you have util behind their Viper ult to try to just get the early information, spam through that, what happens.
You would
'Cause as
imagine
walk in there and try
Vic
to
gets
try to break the
owned.
trip, your
but
HP is
we'll
also
see.
going down, so the sprays could
It kind of depends what Oxy
easily
stun's like as well.
melt you.
No stun? Oh my
Right
god.
towards heaven.
Insta
Oh my
pop.
god.
I love it.
Fast on Timotino. He's got those mechanics.
I think Vic did great
Austin
to
is
get
gonna
one.
drop in. He's trying to play very close to it, just seeing how C9 are reacting. They're trying to get back in, and they got to protect Zelsis, but there's almost no way, and he does a great job of getting one kill before getting snuffed out of his own pit. The 3v3 now, after all the dust settles.
30 seconds left.
They don't give him any time! Oh, the flash timing! No way, that's the way it goes down. 100 Thieves absolutely punish that. The fireball out.
Dude, this
trying to
guy's
repair the
aim is
whole
nice,
situation,
man.
and it's bigger than a band-aid. Oh my god,
Holy, and Bang's body shooting.
C9
Dude, look at
put
him go.
100 Thieves on map point for split.
What an answer back and a repair from the side of the on the small mistake that C9 did. Actually, a big mistake. Jack flashing Oxy as he slides in. Gave a chance here for Crowd to maybe go for a second plant. That was super important for them to react right away to fight in that spot. Why? Because Cryo had the pit. Should the pit go down and they weren't
Did
as
he mess up
assertive
both
to try
of
to
his
fight
flashes
in that
and they
moment,
still won the
that
round?
pit would have gone up and it would have been a GG at that point.
Yes, he
Putting
messed up both of
100
his
Thieves on a
flashes.
3-2
He
scenario in
flashed
the Bulls
Oxy
plant.
and then he flashed himself.
Ooh. And that second timeout is called pretty quick. We'll see what they have to say coming out and just what's represented with the strategies. I think everything from the coaching booth right now has to be.
Do you think any of this
be
has to
aware.
do with you
Look for
giving Imi VIP?
because C9
I think
is pulling
we
out all the
we
stops
didn't
right now,
cave in
and
the end.
it is unreal to see what they've been able to do now.
I'm pretty sure we didn't
start
give
this
him VIP.
Yeah, and that's thanks to this man right here. Putting incredible numbers against Crew on Breeze, which is going to be our second map moving forward. But as much as we were talking about how Oxy was playing so well on Breeze, it kind of just walked into his crosshair. This time around, he has to create so much space. So he's not necessarily putting up the same type of numbers that you need for your star duelist, but look at how much pressure it adds onto 100 Thieves to allow for the rest of the team to follow up with it, right? It's a lot
3
of
in a row.
Jack, engage, initiate for Oxy.
Radioactive
flood the rest
potato
of the
bag
team,
with the Prime.
fight
Thank you for the
behind
10 months.
Oxy, and make sure they get the
You cast
trades.
100
This
Thieves
is
when you
looking
said
very
they
good
win
as a
all
game
3v3s.
plan for Cloud9 on the
And the
defense.
Why does
instantly
it
go
feel like
lose a
they're playing
3v3.
more of the double duelist style with a single right now on
Yeah.
defense?
You're not wrong.
That's the thing. If you're looking at Cloud9 from the way that they're utilizing this composition, though, because you have Fireball Ups and Zelsis lurking a little bit more, Vic is kind of like your double duelist, the secondary entry because of the TPs of the Omen to help out, create that space, to take that space that Oxy gives up in the first place, if he needs to give up that space, rather being Oxy. So.
I mean, hell, Vic has definitely been shooting his gun. When he
The
came back to the team,
Cypher
Moxie
utils,
said, this guy has such good
Cypher
comms
doing great work for C9.
around the team. He doesn't even have to shoot, but damn, look what happens. What happens when they add everything together. It is such a night and day change. And B main does seem to be the full focus here as we get into that 1 minute into the round. Possible action here with the Prowler start. Jack clears that for hardly any information gain. And it's going to be tough if 100 Thieves want to work the rest of the map. They have no coverage.
It's for Austin to pick up the orb and once again have his run it back. They'll engage quickly here. So you're seeing it. Just trying to leverage him once again, but there's 3 players of C9 here.
Jack backs up to safety, quite stunned by that relay bolt, so really good denial so far. Run it back, still gets into the site.
Got the info
trying
back
to play
aside
anti
as
for a
well.
moment, and 100 Thieves just wipe
Yeah, they just
Cloud9
kept it
out.
nice and simple on
Should
this.
be a quick and easy
Who's next
plan
in terms of your ult?
as they set up
Phase.
this post, get around back in their favor, and keep it looking at an OT.
Is Vora allowed to search a little bit,
C9 trying
maybe
to play
20
to
seconds
win.
in?
Actually, play not to
But they got
lose,
so much
rather.
money,
They were
actually,
so
they need to
slow
chill.
on trying to get that
They're
second
gonna go
flash
for it.
out from Jack. Thought that they stalled enough on the first piece of util to deny the run it
That's
back,
Phoenix
but it
ult.
lasted long
Made the
enough
Phoenix ult so nuts. See how much
for
util
Austin
they
to
use
catch
for a
2
Phoenix
players
ult
with-
here and he still gets a kill.
Look at the wrong angles, getting caught
It's
off guard
insane to
because
think that
Vic
this
was
is
trying to
only
avoid
6
his teammate's
ult
flash.
ups.
And that forces down the last 2 players of Cloud9 to save their weapons. Can't really help out in the moment when the stack was pretty good for Cloud9. The read was pretty good as well.
Every
They had the
single
right
bit of
players
util.
there. But just unfortunate communications. That keeps 100 Thieves now and puts them at double digits on their side and still maintain the pit in the further rounds. So I think
One away from Omenal.
Try to continue to
Money's
play
good though
very
for C9.
aggressively in these 5-man pops. I mean, that
Should it
pick
be
can
more
make
than
things
7?
even better for them
Probably
to
be
close that
8,
gap
really.
and maybe push us into overtime. You almost want
It's
to go
7
for
now.
a low flash in
They're
front
still
of
on
the
old
mailbox
patch.
just in case.
Play-ins is
so
the
that
7
Vic can
patch.
continue to look forward.
That makes sense. A quick block there. A really forward play if you needed it. All right.
See the idea, sorry, for him flashing behind him. You're trying to do the half blind just in case, but Vic was not ready to look in
Zelsis
that
has got
spot
the
'cause if he
attack.
looks
Sorry,
right
the
where
defense
his
Viper
teammate
up.
was Jack, he was going to get full flash by it, despite the idea of it being a half blinded flash for Jack. So yeah, a little bit of a miscomm, but 100 Thieves are able to stay back in this game and being very, very slow this time around too. So not having to run it back in their favor to create some space. They're kind of far away of getting extra value from a Nightfall. So it's up to them to play the defaulting and try to leverage the double duelist with Vor once again on the attack.
C9 no longer in aggressive mode here. Yeah, you circled it. The operator
Good from
alive,
Vic,
so
man.
why not let that
He keeps
ring
getting
out before really
info
giving
towards
too
B main
much
of his
up.
TP.
They might look to force Oxy here, as they definitely pressure mid to see if they can get Cloud9 to make a mistake.
They're going to position their players at the right spots. Because of the camera
Yeah,
looking earlier
he
on, Zelsis
was able to
walked
go to
forward, he
Zangle because we
watches
did a
this line.
TP over towards B to clear it.
Info line.
There's one more Prowler, though, from Vora.
Yeah, and this should be
That
a
might
problem
be a
here.
piece of util that's
Whoa.
needed, but no, he gets caught instead.
Dude, because they didn't hit util maybe,
C9
just
never
because it
pulled
was
out
the
an op in the
TP.
half. So why would you want to try to throw a Prowler into the garage when you're trying to play the walk contact?
Fireballs on A,
25.
activating and
Dude,
deactivating the
25
camera
seconds.
just to draw their
3
attention.
here.
So Zelsis can do this. Timatino finally drops him. 2 kills to the op. Austin is starting to clear the site a little bit more,
Dude,
and they're
spikes
spreading
in
out.
B main.
Austin tries to push, but here's that Jack is in Sands. They try to fight the Blazer. They get back to position. I don't know how they danced around for so long, honestly. A few fights going in on the map here.
How they
Jack,
how?
Oh my God, how does he get the safety? No, he doesn't. Austin cleans him
It's
up.
mad, isn't it? Look
Now
at
it's
this.
just going to be a look
That's a
towards
mad
heaven.
round to
Another
win.
round for 100 Thieves.
Are they one away from Fatal as
What a
well?
defense from
Oh
C9.
man,
They
they
still
could be
get through it,
default and
though.
get this Fatal. Surely C9 have to try stop that.
Remember, you saw how annoying
They
that
just gotta
was
go
here
aggro
once
B
that
main,
pick came
surely.
out. No timings that C9 could have
20
chosen to come out
seconds.
to deny that plant going down.
3v5.
A nice first blood to start, but it's the follow-up right after. That's 2 op kills coming out from Zelsis. But just too many bodies
have to get
encroaching
one
from
between
the
them.
wraparound and from the B site where
One between all
Zelsis,
3 of them
unfortunately,
back at
was stuck playing
site.
solo for a bit. And the other team couldn't really follow up.
Ooh, C9 timeout.
It's worth it. Last round of regulation.
Why not?
You got the ults. They have the Seekers available here for Jack. But I respect here what
Dude, I
Vora
missed
was
the
calling for 100
I missed
Thieves
the
to walk
EMEA
into the garage.
overlay,
If you're
man.
trying to play
Where you can like
contact,
seal
you're
the
trying to
ults
get into
here.
the
It's
site, trying to
nice.
get early map control.
Yeah.
And you could potentially just trade easily into the garage. You didn't never expect to hear the operator. That was a Hail Mary from the side of Cloud9, hoping to close out the gap, but C9 might be in a similar scenario. The first week haunted them back. Remember when they had such a strong lead on the first map of Lotus against Sentinels, and unfortunately, Sentinels were able to bring this back and defeat Cloud9 on that map.
Oh, they're 2 away from
Zelsis has
Fatal.
talked about these moments, confirming
Damn,
those
it's actually a
wins,
hard round.
confirming the strategies that he was talking about himself.
B
those
pops
calls
have been
that are
working.
That confidence build is actually huge. And to get it over 100 Thieves in the first game of the series, as secure as that
What happened to
confidence.
Fnatic?
Getting this here for C9 would be big. Or you're right, it does rear the head of those
Don't know, man. They
nightmares
tried
that
they tried to
suffered
change some
in
stuff
their
up.
first week of games.
So it's on C9 to see
Project
if they
Hail
can maintain
Mary
their
didn't work.
composure if 100 Thieves, because of these site pops, and also overtaking the defense on the site pops, might
Dude, we're gonna try to get
force
double
an
orb.
error out for Cloud9.
Or are we gonna use
Seeing
the
here
pressure
after
of the
first
double
pieces
orb
of utility
after
being thrown,
cutting
the
sound
orb
and then
picked
hit
up
B?
for Asuna. You'll hit tab, you'll call here that Asuna's one away from the pip, so you know here at least that the duelists are once again opening up on that side.
Ooh,
Fighting
push
mid.
down middle.
Oxy even trying to get an angle there.
Oh, I like the
Stoic
idea of the
under
push down
fire.
middle.
Didn't even
Would have
turn
worked
to the
well
right
if they were
for
going
the
for a
first few
double
Vandal
orb.
shots. They still keep a bit.
Bots 2, that's
Zelsis is
huge
gonna look to
info.
delay here. They'll start to play a little more anchor position on the side of C9.
No, he
the
just
timing.
tucked
Timatino
down
comes in,
and then
takes
Timatino
down
took the
Zelsis.
timing.
They know they
In
won't have
reaction
deal
to
with the
losing
wall if
middle,
they
they're
do
going to
decide
push
go
over towards
A.
B main.
Trying to be
And
proactive
Bang
now.
has a chance to win the
Regain some
round right
space again
here.
and get into first place. Double swing to Garage onto Bang.
1-2. Good trade. A nice swing. The fight towards heaven is just to clear some seekers there. You can see Jack
30
rotating
seconds,
back
pick the
over
right
towards
side.
B.
It's great
Except to
timed
Fireball
info
X.
though.
Got a
Jack
few
might be able
more,
to
yeah.
rotate in
Fireball
time and help him
bunkered
out with a
in
flash.
sight.
I'm not
They
sure.
know they have to look for him every time.
Big flash.
Gate on one gets
Oh,
out of the
flashed
relay bolt.
heaven.
1 or 2 kills. 2 would be amazing here for the squad to stop it, and they get him immediately. That's just going to be a kill on the Jack.
No,
That's gonna be
not
the
again
round
for
win.
C9.
And you know what that means? We're
3
going
in a row.
overtime.
The calls on the fly from Vora, who's mentioned here that it's nice that the coach and the team has been trusting him in the calls for this stage, even for the event in Paris. Feeling that if it doesn't come to his favor in terms of the shooting department, he'll still trust his calls. And if he's feeling 60%, he'll be 120% of that 60%. Picking up the last 2 kills and allowing here 100 Thieves to play into the overtime against Cloud9.
Careful here.
So the nightmare comes back for Cloud9, but can they overcome it this time in this overtime on split?
The event in Paris, yeah.
Push over towards A for the first round.
They gotta pay him to mention the name.
Fast take. That's going to be on Oxy to open this space up. Waiting. And he did have to backpedal
God,
there,
he
but the
got
paranoia never would have hit
annihilated.
anyways, and Timo clears him through the wall.
And they see the smoke over towards spawn. I wonder how often they throw the
That's
smoke
second
and
strat, right? You don't have the double duelist,
actually
so
hit
it's going
over
to have to
towards
be
site.
getting into the site with the entire team, the cooperation of that utility here for C9 now.
good info.
Hello. And they know there's a lurk on the map.
So they know they got number advantage, so they go for it.
Ooh, Timotino with the fast
Dumb
turn.
Prowler,
Fade.
Fade.
Oh, everybody's coming to play here
Dude,
for 100 Thieves. They
nice.
back each other up on the
I
ramp
think
and
Jack
take
just
everything back
was
for
it
themselves.
Jack's flash there, or did I miss a Phoenix flash?
Enemy remaining.
The spike is there, so that means no one from 100 Thieves is leaving except for Vic on
Maybe
the
I
other
missed a
side.
Phoenix flash. Yeah.
Kyle takes him down 13-12. They're on a bit of a run here to get these rounds back.
Was it Phoenix?
Vans.
Oh, okay.
It's so crazy to see how much value in the combination of the curveballs and haunts that both Asuna and Vora are seeing. Asuna mentioned playing this agent. The flash is usually for myself, but look at the value.
Oh yeah, Phoenix
Jeez.
flash. That's a
And
nice
they
Phoenix
sync
flash.
them up so well. They're never layered on top of each other. It's one and the other.
It's a great
really
call
able
once they
to
see
get
that
that
guy over
situation
towards
in their
middle
favor.
though. They got numbers here. They
Asuna's
pinch.
been 25 kills
just
for quite some
full
time. I mean,
util
that's
dumps
amazing,
the
but it just
three.
means the team is really able to step up as he's going down in these entries and opening up that space with Timotino. Straight to B main, straight into sight, slide. Vic caught with util out. Oxy's able to
Oxy's
get
gonna
that
somehow
kill in the
kill it.
trade. Oh my God, another 2. He goes for the overdrive, but he's
He's
going to be
still
blind
alive,
for a moment.
bro.
Can't close the distance on the paranoia as Bang closes the
I like
distance
this from
on
Bangs.
the rest
Instant
of the
from him.
members.
Could get another kill
Cloud9.
from it.
He's trying to cut the rotates before they actually go for the spike, so him and Cry will work together.
Dude, they're gonna double push stairs.
And then decide on a spike later because there's still so much time in the round to work with.
Cry with that push up. He could get modeled here. Yeah, he does. Zelsis. Clean aim. Nice crosshair placement. There's the buddy system.
Let him plant. I think they're smart here for C9 to do that. Yeah, while you wait so long before the plant comes down, you're waiting for the flash to come back up, and indeed it did here for Jack after Dog spotting him.
Very nicely handled.
There's too much util to not allow Bang
Dude,
to get
Oxy,
a good positioning
that
in
was
the
nuts
pulse
from
plant
him.
there, and C9. The answer right back here on the defensive side.
Oh, not this again,
Great
bro.
defensive halves
Why
from
did,
both
dude?
of these teams. C9,
Why does my PC do that?
the answer right back here on the
Chad, this
defensive
happens
side.
once every.
Great defensive halves from both of these teams so far.
Yeah, we go again.
To be fair, it's probably once every 12 hours.
Oxy's dropping here.
Every
I mean,
every
he
thing on
loves
Chrome
to put this
goes
pressure on
gray.
himself. He knows there's basically
It's not
nobody
that
that can help
bad,
him in
but
that
they
situation.
don't know what it
He's
is.
just doing Oxy things.
Time for a new PC. It's me. It's not that bad.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Might be a RAM thing.
So despite the win here for Cloud9 in the previous round, it's for Veer to try to get some value for the team on the attack side. There's definitely lots of pings, so I'm assuming at this point they're talking about trying to split towards this B site. How can you do it so far? And I think it comes down to what was happening at the beginning of the half when they were playing on the attack side, was not adding enough pressure to the top middle, wasting out util on the top of B heaven. And by not allowing to do so, 100 Thieves still has util to stall when you're actually trying to hit into the B main. And that's
It's
thanks
on your
to
monitor. It's on both
the
monitors.
Asuna cryo position. If it's not cryo on the top of B Heaven, it'll be Asuna. They'll switch that position back and forth depending on how 100 Thieves want to set up their defense. But also the thing is once we get back here into the game, we'll realize that
Time to move to a new mansion. Dude, I'm going to include. I'll do a house tour in the vlog.
Right on that side.
You'll see the mansion.
Approaching stalls on the mid from both Cryo and Asuna.
That'll be fun. I'll add that in for float.
By stalls, it's double mollies they could do here to stop that from happening and get into fast split from Cloud9 coming out from this timeout.
Yeah,
does this vlog exist? It exists, but Flo's on holiday.
They have the sky,
no need to record more
everything's
stuff.
happening so quick, you really don't have time.
You've been waiting for this vlog for 4 months. Yeah, it's way too overhyped now as well.
Playing a little more spread out
Might go down
here.
as the worst vlog in history.
With a 3-1-1.
Flo can maybe save it.
Looks like they're quickly just working back towards each other and making sure there's no push on the extremities, so there's information gained by 100 Thieves they don't know about. Some pings across the map. Heaven smoke kind of alerts 100 Thieves already. They're not getting too much rotation in, but Bang repositions.
Oh.
And he actually sidesteps. Thinks there's a moment, maybe a smoke up, but it's going to be the side hit now. Cloud9 is in and happy with this. It's just about getting that spike down. They're waiting to get the smoke.
I
That is
mean,
in towards
it's looking
Heaven.
good.
Timotino
No
just on the
oversteps.
outside here, knocking on the door.
It's done for nothing.
Relay bolt's not going to do too much to the plant. Vic continues. He helps the team get in with the fast lane, though. 100 Thieves drop from Heaven here to start their work on retaking the site. And
Dude, I
Fireball
love when they
again
do this.
is able to
Someone
make
makes a
quick
call
work
and
of the
they
team
triple
dropping
swing.
in.
They always do it over towards
And
B,
now
man.
they
They're very
hide.
good at
Everybody
very good at
starts to
triple
play a little
swinging
bit
over towards the
safer.
right.
Fireball sourced from behind a box.
Oh my god.
Timotino
Oh my.
things.
Mate, 6 HP on that.
Quite a bit towards both of them and almost gets that kill. You always wonder with Timotino, but Jack cleans it up. And C9 only need one to push it to the next overtime round.
Even looks across the stage here after getting that pick onto Timotino, just to see the expression of 100 Thieves as Cloud9 are back at map point. Worked well here on the game plan that they had on the entry into the B site. So the Viper Wall allows for them to play out in the open to disrespect the one-way smoke from the side of Bang
It better
and
be
to avoid
an
getting
hour
melted
long.
down by the
Oh,
hot
chance,
hands.
mate.
And as
It'll
the
be like
util
5 minutes.
disappears here from the molly of Asuna, Bang feels like he has to peek just to see where the action could be coming from if they were actually going for the hit, and he gets caught by 3 players looking right down the line to punish him.
I love that point you're making about the wall going up and down, and you're controlling the timing of what's
Like he was
being
toggling
seen
here. Mate, he did.
really
He was
negate your
locking
opponent.
onto the
Cool
omen
stuff,
every
and
single time.
Looks like 100 Thieves coach
Unlucky.
not thinking it's so cool. They call timeout. Coaching staff wants in. And I mentioned it before, but Asuna's still on 25. So they're holding him to these in these rounds. Now it's going to be space taken, assists and flash that you see going up here as he's 14 now. But yeah, they're making sure they're not dying to the entry as much, and that's helping C9's defensive side very much. Jack on top at 21 kills. He has been vibing in a lot of these series too, so it's cool to see him. And Fireball, the one's able to take the charge here on split.
Yeah, C9's in a good spot here in terms of confidence moving into the second time that they have this map point scenario against 100 Thieves. Just because they've been very good at regaining space that they lose on a different area by keeping a buddy system going.
Jackdaw with the prime pick with the 37 months.
Falling behind in a 4
Thank you for
versus
doing
5
that, mate.
scenario, they're still able to turn it back around from what you just mentioned, regaining that space and also allowing players like Fireball to just pop off. This
They
time
had a
here
lot
for
of success
100
over
Thieves,
towards B.
similar opening, but this time not picking up an orb. So they just want to backpedal as quickly as possible to re-hit towards the A site.
Just straight up
So C9
fake,
as they still hesitate for the last couple
fake
of seconds
pressure
to
into
see,
A pop.
okay, well, do we have to re-peek into B in a couple of seconds right now? And that might dwindle down and narrow down the defense over on the A line. Thin that defense. It works. You see how there's still a couple of them focused on
Good early cam info.
watching towards his B side, and it's only Fireball up solo with the camera trying to spot here. All being blocked off by the wall, held up by Cryo.
There's a reason to
My
see
God,
why
might get
he's
slid
on
on.
top. He's able to drop from the relay bolt. Instant help
Oh,
in
that's
that
hard.
vent like you were talking
Fireball's
about.
gonna
They
do
can
just one,
really
mate.
react to either side. Asuna
good?
goes down. Fireball quickly going to the right. He has
Everything else
patterned
is a
this
bonus
each
here.
time, so Timotino expects it. And he's going to
Yeah.
get ready still. It doesn't matter if you
I did
expect him.
great.
You still fire. And it's still going to be C9 trying to hold the site. Plant goes down. Right side has 3. This drop in here from Zelsis making a little distraction. Maybe
Before it gets a kill, he gets his ult.
Very big. Paranoia there. Flash.
For the side of C9 for
Yeah,
the retake.
quite a bit for C9 here.
Vora's 1 kill will get him a Nightfall, which is why he's first 1 contact into the elbow, hoping to laser be 1 early.
And goes Oxy, always the first, trying to run
flash,
it down
man.
for the
It's a
team.
really
He's
good
going to
flash.
run it in, and there's 2 kills that C9 needs. Possibly
Yeah,
closing
I had to
this
get that
one
kill.
out. Bang, doing his damnedest
Holy,
to stay alive.
C9.
Cloud9 getting the defuse, and
Respect.
Cloud9 taking down.
I think they need this because I
100
imagine
Thieves.
Breeze isn't going to be that pretty, but this is
upset to start the
a good
series
step
for
for them.
Cloud9 against 100 Thieves. But very similarly to the last time that C9 started off here on series against our opponent, since Fear has come up on the